With me now are One Detroit contributors Nolan Finley, the editorial page editor of the Detroit News, and Stephen Henderson, host of American Black Journal. You know, guys, when you watch that story, I think mostly about the process of vote counting, who can be a challenger, and really how fast misinformation can spread. Stephen, what were your thoughts coming out of this?
Well, I mean, it brought back really bitter memories, and I think bitter is the right word. I mean, the challenge to the idea that Detroiters were voting, that African-American Detroiters were voting, was completely unfounded and based on racist mythology. And the challenges to the votes, the hoopla outside, trying to disrupt all of it, was completely inappropriate. And as somebody who's the son of somebody who didn't get to vote in this country until the Voting Rights Act passed, it reminds me of the same kinds of arguments that got made before about illegitimacy and Black voters.
Nolan, what were some of your perceptions?
Well, I think that 2020 was a very difficult time to have an election, and all of the rapid changes, all of the new procedures that were put in place created an atmosphere of mistrust, and that's never good. And so a lot of people saw things, they misinterpreted, thought they saw things they didn't see. And I think that speaks to why we need to address transparency. We need to be very careful in explaining anytime we change how voting is done and how vote counting is done, people need to understand what they were seeing. And clearly they didn't understand or didn't want to understand what they were seeing that night.
Have we learned from it in moving forward, Stephen?
No, I would like to say we have, and in some ways, I think the local reaction to it has been really great. I mean, we've got a Secretary of State in Michigan who's really focused on trying to make sure that there aren't reasons to question, and trying to tighten up procedures so that things that have gone on for years and years and years that aren't as clear to the public as they should be are made clear. But at the same time, we have a really concerted effort by the people who perpetrated the misinformation on election night in 2020 to carry that over into 2022 and especially into 2024, both through legislation that they've been trying to pass and posts that they're trying to win where they can question the outcome of votes.
I think we tend not to learn anything in Michigan except how to fight, and that's what we're doing now. There's no reason that the two parties can't get together and decide what changes actually need to be made in the voting process, what things need to be put in place, what steps to make sure the vote is secure and there is integrity in the elections. I think nobody will give an inch here in this state on so many issues, including voting.
We're going to talk about some of those challenges to voting access and to process that are happening not only in Michigan, but across the country right now, and how that really contributes to how we feel about our democracy and if government is really working for us right now.